Hello, this is Néstor, the ultimate arcade geek, in Spanish, el friki del arcade por antonomasia. Here we are presenting you this tutorial about the Final Fight LNS Ultimate. We are doing this because we have already shared the version 03 of the game. And a lot of time ago I said that I wanted to make a tutorial in English. So today, because my English, first of all, sorry about my English because it's not quite good, but here today to help me with this tutorial, it is a friend, he's Jose, is Gordo Diamond, that is an English teacher, and his English is much better than mine. So, Jose, Gordo Diamond, how are you?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for having me here. This is Gordo Diamond, and I'm going to try and help Nestor with this excellent tutorial for an excellent game. Okay, so
thank you very much. So I was talking about that recently, in the 25th of December of the 2020, we released the Final Fight LNS version 03 with new secrets, new secret characters, and a lot of things. And I wanted to make a tutorial. So we have been talking about for months, you and me. And I think that today is the best day to do this. So I hope that people that don't talk in Spanish can enjoy this game and can learn about all the characteristics, all the special characteristics that has this game. So
excellent, of course. Also, if there is something that is not fully clear after the tutorial, we can also tell people to contact us via email, via Twitter, or to check us out in any of the multiple ways.
Yes, in the LNS forum, you have the link in the description. Also, you can ask everything. There's a section in the forum for this game, so you can ask whatever you want in English, Spanish, or any other language, but we prefer English or Spanish. And also in the comments of this video, you can ask what you want, in which language that you want, and we try to answer in order to help people to play this game as we intended the people to play it. So, okay, so let's begin with the first point.
Perfect!
Okay, as you have seen in the intro, we are going to talk about the menus and game modes. So right now what I'm going to do is navigate in the game in all the menus, and we are going to talk about each one of them. So Gordo, I'm going to move in the game. Are you seeing it?
I can see it perfectly.
Okay, and you can hear it perfectly also.
Yes, I can also hear it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, first of all, you start button. Okay, this is for starting the game. Okay, now later we'll go in the starting game mode. Okay, the intro goes by itself. Okay, options. Okay, we are going to start with the options. Okay, first of all, video options. Not much to do here. Okay, like a window mode, full screen mode. Okay, you can change the video backend, OpenGL, the direct 3D. Okay, the scale of the game. This is just the hardware filter, the software filter. This is in order to see the game in different modes. The game is made in a platform that is called OpenBoard. It's a modification of the official OpenBoard made by us, by the LNS team. But these are the common options for all the OpenBoard games that are beaten ups. Okay, so virtual synchronization. Okay, this is normal things. Also here, I want to talk about a special kind of filters that can be added in this game. This has been made by an LNS member, we can say an LNS member, that has made special filters in order the game to look like a CRT monitor, you know. the curve image and this retro feeling. You know about those filters, Gordo?
Yes, I have seen them working. If you enable this filter, you will be able to see the screen as if it belonged in a curved monitor with the scan lines, and some people prefer to play it that way.
Okay, so these filters are in the official web where you can download the game. You have the link in the description. It's fflns.com. And you can download the game for PC, only the pack if you already have the game and you want to update the game from previous revisions. You have the Android port, you have the Linux port, and there's another system, Android. You can play it also in Android. And there's another part in the download section that you can download for PC. You can download these filters, these special filters that you can add to the game with obviously with a README where explains how to do it. Okay. I will continue. Okay, Gordo.
Yes, I would like to comment that I usually play the game in a window mode, because for people who want to record their games or to stream it live, it's sometimes convenient to capture it on a window because you can detect it easily. But it's just what I usually do, just personal feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I usually play it in full screen. Right now I am doing it in window mode, but normally I play it in full screen. I can capture the game. Normally I don't capture the game when I'm playing, but the times that when I capture, I don't mind if it is in full screen. But normally when you capture and you are doing a lot of things at the same time because you are streaming or whatever, you prefer to do it in window mode.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So sound options. Okay. Here is just to enable or to level the different volumes of the game. And when you download this game for the first time in the PC version, it has default volumes. Okay, that default volumes, I think that it's that we have chosen the LNS team, and are those that you have that you are seeing right now, because the music, if it is at the same volume than the SFX sounds, is going to sound very low. Okay, so you can change it whatever you want, but these are the default values. There's an option here that is called show titles, and these options what enable is the name of the tune that is playing in each screen. When you are playing the game, you went to another stage, there's there's a title that is telling you which sound is playing, which song is playing in that moment. And also you can download in the download section of the fflns.com web, you can download also the how do you say it, the music collection
of the game.
Yeah, the soundtrack of the game, all the music, all the collection for all the music of the game. Okay. Advanced options, I never touched this. Okay, the frequency and the bits, I don't know, whatever.
I've never thought that myself.
Okay, also, this is very important. Okay, control options. Okay, you can enable, disable the gamepads, and here you can remap the buttons for all the 4 players that can play this game. Okay, very important. The gamepads always enable, no problem. Okay, you can play with any gamepad. For PC, I'm talking for PC. You can play with any gamepad. It's going to detect any gamepad this game, but you have to remap the buttons, because there's a lot of people that goes in the comments and asks, does not detect my Xbox whatever path. Okay, the game is detecting the path, but you have to remap the buttons. Okay, you have to go here in the setup, and then change for up, for down, for left, for right, for attack, for move list, for jump, for parry, for start. You have to put the button that you want to use, because the game doesn't know the button that you want to use. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, the mapping of the buttons is not automatic, and there have been many people commenting that way in the forums and in the videos as well.
Yeah.
So before getting angry or desperate, be sure to remap your commands, your controls in this section.
Okay, because the people say doesn't detect my pad. No, the game is detecting your pad, but doesn't know which button do you want for each action. So remap the buttons, please. Okay. the next time that people ask me in English what happened with the pads, I'm going to send them to this video, okay, in order to know what they have to do. Okay, yes. So here you can remap the buttons for the 4 players, because the game can be played at 4 players at the same time. The game doesn't have online gaming by itself, but there's no problem, because with programs like Parsec in the LNS team, we play a lot of this game and a lot of games, and we use Parsec. Okay, with Parsec, every game that has a multiplayer, even if it is only local multiplayer, you can play it online using Parsec. Okay, and there's a tutorial how to use Parsec also in this channel. You have in the list of tutorials, you have a tutorial exclusively for Parsec. Okay. Okay, system options. Okay, this is quite. Okay, here are different options. Okay, some of this here is just info. There are no options. For example, versus damage. You cannot have versus damage in this game. We have disabled. Okay. It says enable, but really in the code we have disabled. Okay, cheats, you cannot activate cheats in the game. Why? Because we don't like cheating when we are playing. So if we make a game, we are not going to enable you to cheat. Okay, the game is too difficult. Play in beginner mode and learn how you should play the game, and then go to the hardest difficulties. The beginner mode, my grandmother can finish it. So
I would like to tell everyone that they must endure, they must train and practice a lot, because in the end you can manage to finish the game. It just takes practice.
Yeah, and fun. Practice and fun.
Yeah, of course, and enjoy it.
Okay, these config settings, I never touch them. Okay, these are things for open board. One thing that is interesting for me, is this debug settings. Okay, here you can activate some functions when you are playing, and you can see things. Okay, for programmers, it's very important. For the people that we have programmed the game, this collision attack and collision body are very important. Very important. You can see the hitboxes, the attack boxes of your player, and know where you are going to hit or not hit the enemy. Sometimes when something is not working with your combos, you can activate this. Okay, but it's not necessary. Just if you want to mod this game, have a modification. All the open board games are free to modify. So if you want to modify the game and you're going to program, these are going to be very useful for you. The collision attack and collision body. Position also, it's telling you where is every item in the screen and whatever. But this collision attack and collision body, for the programmers, very, very important. Okay, now we have been in all the options. Now we are going to talk about the how to play. Okay.
Yep. Finally, we get to the important things, eh?
Okay. How to play? We are going to talk a lot about the information that you have here in the how to play during this tutorial. A lot. We are going to talk about a lot of things that you have here in this tutorial, and it's going to be like redundant if we now talk about everything about this, but. Very important, very important. Read this, okay? If you don't want to watch this tutorial because it's too long or whatever, please read carefully everything that is seen here in the how to play. It's going to explain you the buttons, what you can do with the attack button, the jump button, the parry button. Also, this tutorial is going to talk about basic moves like running, like dodging, like jumping, whatever. It's going to take you about the HUD that you can see when you are playing, what is everything in the game. We are going to talk about this later in another point, in another section. But important, almost everything that we are going to say, you have it here in the how to play section. Please use it when you have, and don't make a video with the enemies are killing me every time they get me into the air. It's impossible to recover. Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Say it in the how to play, and we are going to say it in this video, please.
Yes. That is something that can surprise new players, but there's an explanation and a reason for everything. So please be patient.
Okay, so Hall of Fame, this Hall of Fame, whatever. This is just you can see the best scoring, that you have with. It gets out very quickly. Okay, the best scoring.
There are some high scores here.
Yeah. When we are going to talk about in another section about the is it going to be this section, but later we are going to talk about the different game modes. So we are going to explain why there is this scoring and why it's so important, this scoring, because in different modes you get different scoring if you do it better or better. And now you can see with some points you are going to see that the person who is playing is very good because he has been going for a secret path, kills some enemy that gets a lot of points reward. So okay, so that's it for the menu. Okay, so now we're going to go to start game and see the different game modes. Okay, first of all, here in load game you can recover, or you can get to if you start playing and you have to finish playing earlier because you have to do whatever, you can close the game, and then here in the load game you can get back to all the game modes that you were playing. It's going to show you the last game that has been played, and you can start over in the same point that you finished in the same stage that you have finished playing. Okay, so but we're going to new game and we're going to explain all of these game modes. Okay, first of all, because it's not really a game mode, it's here the character history move list. Maybe you want to explain this, Gordo? What is this for?
Of course. If you enter in this screen, you can see a list of all the available characters. There's a lot of them, and then you can choose any of them to show you a short biography and a set of moves that you can use in the game.
Choose one.
Let's I don't know. For example, that one. Yeah, Akuma. Akuma is fine, of course. You can see here a few interesting details, some data that have been taken from the games where these characters are original from. So this should be official data for each fighter. And then the list of special moves and ultimate moves. It's important for the players to know that during when you are in game, you have a pre-selected button that can open this screen for you. So you are in mid-game and you don't remember how to use a specific move, you can open that screen and close it with the same button to check it quickly. You don't really need to pause the game or anything.
Yeah, when you go to the remap button section, there's a button that is called Move List. And this button is going to pause your game automatically and open for the player who has pushed this button. Is going to open this screen automatically.
Exactly.
And then go to any other button and then goes back in the game.
In case there are more than one player at the same time, the one who has pushed the button is the character that comes up. So every player in the game can do it, be it 1, 2, 3, or 4 players at the same time. Okay.
One important thing. This game, if it is the first time that you play, you don't have all these characters available. You have 20, I think it's 21, and you have to finish the game 10 times in order to have all these characters available. So if you go to this section, you go to the characters history move list. What you are going to see only the characters that you have unlocked. Okay.
Exactly.
So every time you finish the game, there are new characters.
Yeah.
And people
Sometimes
will say.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I just wanted to point out that sometimes people ask, how can I do to unlock the characters? Well, every time you finish the game, you unlock characters from different different sagas or different franchises at the same time.
Yeah,
exactly.
Different franchises of Capcom games.
Exactly. So, for example, you get all the characters from Captain Commando unlocked together, and all the characters from Cadillacs and Dinosaurs unlocked together. So they go in sets. And as Nestor said, once you have completed the game 10 times in any of the game modes, you can use all the game modes. Every finished game counts as an unlock. 10 times.
Gordo, I'm going to talk just using memory. I'm not very sure right now. In the first unlock, you are going to unlock Akuma. In the second one, the characters for Captain Commando. Third one, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Fourth one, Alien versus Predator. The next one, I think, is Battle Circuit. Then I think that are the Street Fighter Alpha.
Alpha, yeah. I thought
then Street Fighter 3, okay, that are those over here, from Son to I think Yang Han Jung. These are the last one for Street Fighter 3.
Right.
And then the characters for Street Fighter 4. You have here Viper, you have Gouken, Yuri, and
Decapre,
and
Charlie.
Okay.
No, Charlie doesn't count as Street Fighter 4.
No, Charlie is a Street Fighter Alpha.
For 3, okay.
It's the Street Fighter Alpha.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't know, I have forgotten, but these are characters for Marvel versus Capcom, and I don't know which order. But when you finish the game 10 times, you are going to have all these characters unlocked. And people are asking, and the secret ones? Okay, in order to get the secret ones, we're going to talk about that in the last point of this tutorial, about the secret characters. But I'm going to say that if you want to see the move lists of every of that character, you can see them here also. But you have first you have had to finish the game 10 times. When you have this screen with all the characters, you are available. You can do this. Okay, just press here, and it is going to have. You are going to have here all the secret characters. Okay, that has this game. Okay, and now here you can choose, and you can see the move list of that secret character.
Yeah. Another detail is that all the characters that appear in the game appear in games by Capcom. Even if it's Marvel vs. Capcom, that is a Capcom game because the design is by them. So you will not find any characters that do not appear in a game in which Capcom has participated in any way.
Well, you have Nestor. Myself. It's not Capcom, but well, it loves Capcom. It's
the closest to a Capcom character that we can find. I mean, it's almost Capcom.
Okay, so enough about this. Okay, we are going to end game because this is like a game mode. When you are there, it's like you are in a gaming mode. Okay, we are going again to the list of game modes, and we are going to start training mode. Okay,
shall we? Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the training mode.
This actually is going to be very important for people who play the game for the first time, because you can train your combos here.
Okay, here you have to choose which is your sparring. Okay, it can be breath, that is puto retrasado in Spanish. It means fucking retard. And you can also choose a bonus gun. Okay, you are going there. You can train your combos. You can train the damage that you're going to make with your specials, whatever. Also, here, look at this. I choose breath, for example, and this is the list of players. You can say, oh, but I want to train with the new secret characters or hidden characters. Okay, no problem. You go here in the characters history move list, no training. Press here. Oh, in the M of training mode, okay, and then here, and now you can get the secret characters, okay,
There they are.
in the training mode. Also,
remember that you need to unlock them first, eh?
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, also, when you are here, I have pressed M. Okay, so right now if I press here or here, I can choose the secret characters in the training. There's another part of this screen right here in order to get to another menu and choose also the mega hidden secret characters, okay, that are Norimaro and Nestor. Okay, I'm not going to say it to you, but there's a part of this screen where you can push and you can get to train the game with Norimaro and Nestor. You need to find it. Okay, I'm going back. It's enough for now for the training. Okay, let's go. More things. Okay, bonus stage practice. This is going to be the next that we are going to talk about. In the game, there are a lot of bonus stage scenes in the game between different stages, and there are more important than it looks like. And there are several of these bonus stages that are quite difficult to finish or to do it properly. Okay, so in this screen you can train each one of them. I suggest that you train this one, the motorbikes of Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. This is a bonus stage when you finish the stage of Cadillac and Dinosaurs. This you have to memorize. It's very important to memorize. These ones are quite easy. In the final fight stage are quite easy. This one is quite easy, the Alien versus Predator. This one is quite difficult. The Captain Commando bonus stage is quite difficult. It's going to you are going to learn with this bonus stage how to run in diagonals. It's okay. Running diagonals.
Yeah, you need to train it a lot, eh? It does take training. I've taken some time in order to do it properly.
Okay, for this one, the battle circuit is not so difficult. You have to memorize a lot and be precise, and this is very important. We are going to talk about this in future points or sections of this tutorial. But this one, the Punisher bonus stage, is very important because it's going to teach you how to manage the parry and counter using the blocking button of the game. It's going to teach you how to do it properly. And also, it's very important, this one, the bonus stage for the Marvel vs. Capcom stage. This one is going to show you how important is juggling in this game. How to get the enemies in there and don't let the enemies get down to the floor. It's very important to juggle the enemies to get better combos. And also, it's important not just because they are telling you how to play the game properly. These bonus stages are very important because in the game they are going to give you a lot of points. They are going to reward you with a lot of points if you do it right. And in this game you have level ups that you get them by points, and the level ups are very important because you get the life back, you get more mana points. I don't know how to say it in English.
Mana points, or you can call them mana points.
Yeah, they're going to allow you to make more special moves. So very important. So I recommend you that if some bonus stage is quite difficult for you, go to this screen and then train that bonus. Okay. Also, if you don't know how to, you have to do it one of these bonus stage. Here you have to enter the bonus stage, but also here a little eye. This is going to give you some tips in order to manage to do this bonus stage properly. Okay, you have one tip for each one of the bonus stage. Okay, here in these little eyes of info. Okay. Okay, so let's go to next section.
Yep.
Okay, next section we have bonus stage practice. Okay, these are just these are just game modes. Okay, first of all, maybe this one because it's going to be really fast. Okay, we are going to remap buttons right now. Why not? Okay,
shall we?
Gordo.
Let's see. All right.
Move, please. Jump, parry, start. Okay. Let's go to the volley bread. Okay.
Let's try. Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, okay, 1P and 3P team, 2P and 4P team. I mean, it's always the same. If you are only 2 players, 1P versus 2P. Okay, 11 points match, 2 points diff. What is this? This volley breath. Okay, you can start. I'm going to choose any character. It's the same.
You know, I always choose the same character.
Okay, this is like just a fun game. Okay, this is breath that is called puta pelota. That means fucking ball in Spanish because it's the ball, and you play a volleyball game.
No.
Using juggling.
No, out. Go away from here.
No, use a special magic. That's it.
No. I'm so bad.
It looks like a silly game, a really silly game. Okay, but it's going to help you a lot in order to manage
it's
juggling.
Going to help you train, yeah.
It's going to help you a lot. Yeah, manage juggling in the game. Okay, let's see. No more juggling. Take that!
No,
take
no,
that!
no, no.
Take that! Advantage! Advantage! I'm winning.
Yeah, you will win.
No. Oh! No. No! No more jugglings.
No.
Oh, master. Yeah. 7.
I know how to do it.
Okay.
There you go. No.
Oh!
I'm failing everything.
No. Take that. Yeah. Oh. Okay. When the enemy, the fucking ball, bread fucking ball, falls in the not in the floor, in the trash can, there's no point for any of the players. Okay. Take that. Cody is. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is for me.
No.
Take him out. Try it. Try to take him out.
I won't be able to do it. I don't know how I have done it before. I don't remember.
Make a shoryuken looking in the right direction. Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to try.
This is match point. Match point right now. If you
I
fail,
wanted to try and do it.
Oh, yeah.
No.
For me. No, you're not going to be able.
No, I won't be able to get it. There.
No juggling.
No more
Destroy.
juggling.
Total distraction. Okay, it's a silly game, but it's a fun game, and more important, it's going to to show you how to use juggling and things like that.
Exactly, it's good for training too, and to have a laugh with friends.
Okay, so that's just for having fun. There's also it's also the versus mode. Okay, in the continue. Okay.
Shall we try this too, or this is going to be?
No, just 1 second, okay? In this versus mode, it's made by, in order to go enter, it's going to be just 1 second. In the versus mode, this is why the game has enabled the versus damage, but you are not going to have versus damage in the game when you are playing the normal arcade mode or whatever. But in this mode, you can face another player. Okay, so this is like a Street Fighter, but with 2D and a half, you know. And okay, it's not very fun game. Okay, but
no, not really.
Not really, because it's quite difficult to make combos or whatever, because you are going to be always time recovering or okay, but I think that it's okay. I'm trying to do the recovery in the bad way all the time, you know what it's happening.
We have been playing other games before.
Because that's it. Every time you try a combo, the other one is going to recover.
Exactly.
And, okay,
that's why it's a bit difficult.
It's quite difficult to do it, but okay, then you can try it. Okay, in the versus game, you cannot choose secret characters. Okay, yes, you can play with the secret characters that you unlock every time you play the game and finish the game, but the hidden secret characters are not allowed to play in this versus mode. Okay, and also in the versus mode, you can play 4 players at the same time, and it's everyone versus everyone and whatever. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, and now these are the training, the history, funny modes, versus, whatever. Mm-hmm. But these other modes, arcade, Capcom All Stars, Capcom All Stars Special Mode, and Boss Rush, are the normal modes in order to play the game. Okay, we are going to start with the Boss Rush. The Boss Rush is a game mode that you only play the stage bosses sequentially in order to finish the game. Okay, so
every boss that appears in the game in order.
Okay, so here you have 4 different difficulty levels. Okay, beginner mode is explaining you have always the info. The E button is going to tell you info about how is this difficulty level, like 1 starting life, no life essence, 1 crate, no continuous, all bosses have low aggressiveness, and you have normal, ultra hard, and Musou modes. Okay, here it's going to explain you which are the worthiest difficulties or the handicaps that you have in each one of these difficulty levels. It's the good one. The worth is handicaps. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. So I'm going just to enter to show it. Okay. Also, in this, you can always play 1 player to 4 players in every of the modes. Okay. Here, just in the Boss Rush, you are going to show one enemy, that is the boss, after the other. Also, here you can play with the hidden secret characters. You have to punch here and go before the first enemy come in the screen. Okay, that's the way that you can play here with the hidden secret characters. Okay. And here comes a Sodom, and you finish Sodom, sorry, this is Dam, then it's Sodom, and all the enemies in the game. Okay, this is an easy way and fast way to finish the game, because when you finish the game in the Boss Rush, it also counts. You can finish the game 10 times in this Boss Rush mode, and then you have all your hidden character or unlockable hidden characters selectable. So
exactly.
It's a fast way.
As an unlock as well. So for people who are struggling to finish any of the arcade modes or Capcom All Star modes, this is a good way to unlock new characters, so you increase the replayability of the game.
That's it. Okay, so let's go with the important ones. Okay, first of all, we have arcade mode. Okay, the same thing. Okay, the same thing. you have here you have 5 difficulty levels. Okay, you have the easy mode. In the easy mode you have 10 continuous, a lot of extra lives, you have hidden extra items in the different stages. The normal classic mode, it's a way that you only have one, you don't have continuous, you only have 1 credit to play, but it has several lives that you get 4 points in the game. I think there are 2 lives, 4 points. You start with 2 lives and you get another 2 lives, 4 points. Okay, and you have the info, and it's going to say to you that all the bosses have the stage of the 5th stage bosses have high aggressiveness, and so ever. Here you have all the handicaps of this kind. This is the hard mode, or the crap mode, is the same as normal mode, all the same handicaps, but you don't get health or food items along the way, so you cannot recover your life with items. You can only recover your life when you have a level up. Okay, the ultra hard mode, this is like normal mode, but you have half the life you have in the normal mode. So if you need 10 punches in order to get killed, here you only need 5 punches in order to get killed. Always have the half of the life. And then there's the Musou mode. The Musou mode is it's kind of a beginner normal mode, but with a lot of enemies. Okay, and double bosses every skin. You have to face 2 bosses at the same time in each stage. And also there's another hidden difficulty level that is the hardest of the game, that is called Hard Musou. In order to play Hard Musou, you have to put your, I think that is here in the D of death. Okay, you have to point right there between the D and the E. Okay, in this mode is like
one question.
Yeah.
Do you need to finish the game
no.
Any number of times? No.
No, I think
so
I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't recall it. But I think that you don't need to.
So from the very first time, if you want, you can
play Hard Musou. Hard Musou, lot of enemies. You have food, but you have food items along the way. You have several one-up items along the way, but in Musou mode, in the normal Musou mode, you have every I think is 100k points, 100,000 points, you get an extra life.
Correct.
Correct.
Every 100,000, yes.
Yeah, in Musou mode. But in this mode, you get the extra lives that you have in normal or hard or ultra hard mode. That is only 2 extra lives. So it's quite difficult. The Hard Musou is the hardest way to play this game, and it's quite difficult. So
if people were wondering how the score screen, when you check the Hall of Fame, there were a very high scores, it's because they were played in Hard Musou.
Hard Musou or Musou. Also the point. No. You are right. It's Hard Musou. The Hard Musou is the enemies have extra give you extra points because you are playing in Hard Musou, and you can get to 90, 95, 96 million of points, and the only way to do that is to play in Hard Musou. It's impossible to get to that point with another.
Yeah, the score, that's a high score, but really high. You need to be very good at the game.
Yeah. Okay. But the important thing, the arcade mode. Okay, in the arcade mode, you are going to play Final Fight, the classic Final Fight with new screens, whatever, and you are going to face a final boss of the game. If you get enough points, this final boss is not going to be Bison, it's going to be Akuma, and then you are going to select, you are going to get to an extra levels. That extra levels are quite difficult. You have to select 3 different levels that you are going to play when you finish the final fight stage, and then you are going to face these very difficult levels. This is in arcade mode. In arcade mode, if you get very low scoring, your final boss is going to be Bison, and the game has ended with that. but you get extra points. You can get to Akuma and then to the extra level with the different levels. But this is in arcade mode. What I prefer, what I like most in this game, okay, is another game mode that is called Capcom All Stars. In Capcom All Stars, you are not going to play the first stage that are quite easy, that are the easier stages of the game, and directly you are going to go to the extra level, and you are going to play all the extra levels that the game offers you in arcade mode. These are 6 stages, if I don't recall. I think I
think there's 3 and 3, 6. Yeah, because when you finish
7 stages.
Finish Akuma, exactly, you can choose among 3 levels. When you finish one of them, you can choose among other 3, and at the end, the choice is between 2.
That's
so
it.
It's 3. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. The first one is Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. The second one is Alien vs Predator. The third one is Battle Circuit. The fourth one is Captain Commando. The fifth one is Punisher, and the sixth is Marvel vs Capcom. And then the final stage, you also in Capcom All Stars, you have to choose: do you want to go to the final fight, last stage, or you want to go to the Street Fighter base or Street Fighter last stage? Okay, there are seven levels in Capcom All Stars. It's a mode much more difficult than arcade. Why? Because the final fight stages, the normal stages in the arcade mode, are much easier than the Capcom All Stars stages. So if you want to have a more hardcore experience, try Capcom All Stars. And also, yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, if you choose Capcom All Stars, you can play them in hard Musou as well.
Yeah. Here, when you go in Capcom All Stars, you have the same difficulties. You have easy, normal, hard, ultra hard, Musou, and then if you put your here, I don't know where it's exactly. It's
okay.
Here.
There you are.
Okay, you have the death that is going to give you extra challenge with the hard Musou.
Ultimate challenge, absolutely.
Okay. Also, regarding to this, you have Capcom All Stars and you have Capcom All Stars Special Mode. What is this Capcom All Stars Special Mode? The Capcom All Stars Special Mode is the same that playing Capcom All Stars, but you can only play it when you have finished the game 10 times. Why is this? Because you are going to change the game force you to change your character every stage, and you have to play each stage with each character of each stage. I don't know if you are going to say.
Yeah, if you mean if you are going to play the Cadillacs and Dinosaurs stage, you need to choose the characters from that franchise.
That's it.
You cannot choose a different one.
The people is saying right now.
If you finish the stage you go to Alien vs Predator, then you have to choose a character from the Alien vs Predator franchise.
Exactly. It's quite easy. It's a way that you can play all these Capcom All Star stages that has the game, but you have to play it with the characters for each franchise. So okay, it's here in this mode is the only mode that you cannot choose the secret hidden characters. Why? Because you are not allowed to play with another character that is not from the game. So that's it. So in this you have to play with the characters for each stage, and it's quite enjoyable, this mode, because there are some people like Gordo that is here with me right now that only plays with one character. He loves Akuma, for example.
Yeah, I do.
He only plays with Akuma. So in this mode, it challenges you because you have to manage 6 or 7 characters in order to finish the game.
Yeah, so you really show that you're really good at the game if you can master a number of characters.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so saying this, okay, I think that now it's time to. This was the point number 1: menus and game modes. I think that this is going to be the longest one, but let's go to the next point. Okay, let's go.
Perfect.
Okay, So right now we're going to start with the second point of the tutorial, that is the character stats. We are going to talk about what's the meaning of the stars that have each one of the players. Okay, I'm going to go here, arcade, for example, normal, whatever. I'm going to be only in the select screen. And right here, you can see that there are, for each character, we have strength, speed, skill, and stamina. These are the different different aspects of the player. And maybe, Gordo, you can explain what is the meaning of each one of them.
Sure. It will be my pleasure to explain. You can see that each character has got a number of, let's say, dots or stars. Well, they usually they used to be stars. Now we change them for these small squares. Strength is the raw physical power of each character. That means how much damage he can cause with his physical and magical attacks. A character with a lot of strength will damage more than a character with less strength. So a character with less strength will need more attacks to defeat the same enemy. In the case of speed, it refers to how fast the character can move on screen, both walking and running. All characters can dash, all characters can run, but the faster characters run faster on the screen, so that's also an advantage for them. Regarding skill, that means the amount of mana. Mana is the resource that you use to perform special and ultimate moves. So each character recovers a number of mana points per second. So the skill rating tells you if the character recovers 2 mana points, 3, 4, or 5 each second. So characters with a higher skill can use special and ultimate moves more often. And finally, stamina is the resilience of the character, how much health, how many health points the character has got. So a character with higher stamina can be attacked more times before losing a life than a character with a lower stamina. So characters with a lower stamina are more challenging because you need to avoid and parry attacks often, because your health is going to decrease faster.
Okay.
I think that's everything.
Perfect. It was only to add just one thing. Okay. I'm going to unlock the secret characters because everyone right now knows how to do it. Okay. I'm going to unlock the secret hidden characters on arcade mode. First of all, I have unlocked
exactly, and we can show them too.
Okay, these are the secret characters, and I'm going to say to unlock the secret characters. You have to do it every time you play it. Okay, right now, hit the right there. In order to just to explain that if you are very bad at the game, but you have finished the game 10 times, you can choose me, you can choose Nestor, and you can have all the stats at full stats, 5 dots or 5 points in 5 stars in strength, speed, skill, and stamina. And if you are very good and the game is quite easy for you, now you have a character that is coming from the franchise Marvel vs. Capcom. You have Norimaru. This is one in strength, 1 dot in strength, 1 star in speed, 1 star in skill, 1 star in stamina. It's quite difficult to finish the game even in normal mode with this player. I have been able to finish the game in hard mode using the Capcom All Stars in hard mode using this player, but it's very, very difficult and very, very challenging for the people who plays very well this game. I recommend you to try Norimaru. Quite difficult to finish the game. Okay.
Also, maybe people will notice that some of the boss characters, for example, from Street Fighter 2, they have a slightly higher amount of dots in. If you add all of them up, some characters generally have
12.
A fixed number, 12, but some of them have more than 12. It's to reflect that they are boss characters and they are a little bit more powerful, but it doesn't really unbalance the game a lot.
No. All characters, except for Nestor and Nestor has a lot of stats. Norimaru has only 4 stars. Nestor has 20 stars, and the bosses from Street Fighter 2 and Akuma has more starts. I think that there are 2 more starts per player. Akuma, I think it has one more, and the rest have 2 more.
But you can see that he's very challenging because he's only got 1 point in stamina, so he's really for experts. Not that I'm an expert, but I wanted to point it out.
Okay, so that's enough for character stats. Let's go to the next point.
Perfect!
Okay, for the next point, we're going to talk about the HUD, the screen that you have, the information that you have in the screen information. And for that, we are going to enter one game, okay? We are going to choose a Cody, for example.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do you want to start, Gordo?
Yeah. If you want, I can explain what you can see on screen. The HUD, or the head-up display, includes, as you can see, a portrait of your character along with the name and the score. That's pretty clear. But you can also see in yellow the health gauge. That yellow bar next to the character portrait reflects the health of your character. Every time you are attacked, it decreases, and if when it's totally empty, well, you lose 1 life. Everybody knows that, right? You can recover health by picking up food items, or also by leveling up. I will talk about that in a moment. Don't worry.
I have been leveling up right now.
You just saw how leveling up refills your health. Let me talk about that teal bar, the one which is like a fair blue bar there. That's the experience gauge, so to say. When you perform attacks, when you defeat enemies, it fills up. And next to it you can see the level 1, level 2, level 3. That means that your health, since we were talking about health before, your health bar increases. I mean, you cannot see it become any longer on screen. It does not grow visually, but the health points of your character increase. So the higher the level, the more attacks you can endure before losing a life. Also, since you can refill your health, it's one way to keep playing if you don't have any food available. So sometimes you need to rely on food, and sometimes you need to rely on your level up. You can also see the mana bar, which is in red right now. That reflects the ability of a character to perform special moves. All the moves that you could see on the move list screen consume a portion of that bar. Exactly. All of these moves that you can see here consume a part of your mana bar, or the special move bar.
Normally 20 points.
20 points.
Normally 20 points. It can be 10, it can be 15. We are going to talk about that when we talk about the special moves. Okay. So okay.
Exactly. And you can recover mana points by picking up special items, or also, as I said before, every second of the game, every second that passes, your character recovers an amount of mana points equal to the skill rating. So even if you leave your character alone, you recover some mana. Also, if you parry enemy attacks, you can recover some mana.
20 points of mana.
Exactly. But we will talk about parrying and countering in an upcoming section. So I wouldn't like to mix concepts right now. You can also see the remaining time on screen. You will lose a complete life if you run out of time. So sometimes it may seem like a good idea to stop and recover all your mana if you want to do it, but check your time so you won't lose a life instead. You can also see that when you start a combo, just below the experience bar, when you start attacking enemies, you can see a combo counter. You can see the number, and you can also see a small decreasing bar. That means for how long your combo will still be going. You can get a number of points if you can see super combo, for example. you can get a number of points. Your score increases if you perform longer combos. Okay, you can do super combo, ultra combo, and ultimate combo. So
super combo is 50 hits, ultra combo 150 hits, and ultimate combo 200 hits.
Exactly. There you are. Finally, you can see at the bottom of the screen, you can see the health bar of the enemies. Regular enemies have longer or shorter health bars depending on how much score they have. You can see that the boss has a longer bar, and that the normal usual enemies have shorter ones. In this case, the length of the bar does reflect the amount of health the enemy has. So a longer bar means a more resilient enemy. When the bar is in the red, it means that the character is about to go down. That's the same as when you have a red bar, or the enemy has a red bar. That means that they are that an attack can ultimately kill them. So you need to check out for that.
Okay.
And finally, if another player wants to join, you can see that the amount of credits available for each player is also displayed at the top of the screen. And I think that's all.
Yeah, that's it, because we are in normal mode. You only have 1 credit. So for me right now, I have 0 credits in the stock because I am already playing, and the other players can have only one credit. I think that one thing that is pending is the color of the mana bar. You see the
oh
big,
yeah, I didn't mention it. That's true.
yeah, the big blue line, the thick blue line is talking about the amount of mana that you have of your full mana in that moment. When it's in a blue color, it means that you have more than 100 points. That means that you can make an ultimate move. When it's in red color, you have less than 100 points. Also, that information regarding the mana points that you have in that moment and the maximum mana points that you have at that moment, that depends on your level, is in the numbers that appears on the right of that thick blue or red line. Right now, I am level 8. You get 5 mana points of every time you level up. So I have leveling up 7 times. 7 per 5, 35. 100. You initiate, or you start the game with 100 points. Right now I have 135. It's very useful to know exactly when you are making a combo which mana have you left, because you know which special moves can you make. And well, when you are playing a lot, when you have played a lot of this game, you really are looking all the time to that number. Right now, 135. The first one is the mana that you have in that moment. Okay, for example, if I make a special move, I'm going to lose 20 points. It's going to recover, and in the right, it's 135. This is the maximum that I can have right now in this level. I think that we have said everything about the HUD.
If there are any questions, remember you can leave them on your comments, and we will elaborate in any point if you need to.
Okay. Also, I don't know if we have talked about the number of lives. Right now, I have 2 lives. One.
Exactly, I didn't mention it. Under your character portrait, you can see the number of lives, the number of health bars that you still have available in order to play the game.
Okay. Important to say, this game, it's a well done game. Okay, there's life number 0. Okay, because in the 99% of all the open boards, you have life number 1, then you lose and you go home. No, here you have life number 1, right now, and life 0. So right now I have 2 lives in stock. Okay.
If there's a 0 under your character portrait, you can still play because the health that you have in your bar is still.
I'm going to lose my life intentionally. I will explain why this is for. I'm going to lose 1 life. But the game is not finished. I have my 0 life. Okay.
The 0 means that you can still play, but if you die 1 more time, you are out. You're out for good.
Okay. So I think this is enough for the HUD. And let's go to the next point.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, right now we are going to talk about the items that you can collect in the game and what are they useful for. Okay. Okay, in the game, I'm going to start one game, for example, in normal mode. I'm going to Wii, for example.
Yeah, you can show a bit of each character.
Okay, so there are four different types of items that you can collect in the game. Okay, these are points, money. Okay, when you get those, okay, you get different points. They are useful. Why? Because with points you can get to the next level that you and you are going to get more mana maximum. You are going to recover all the mana. You are going to recover all your life. You are going to gain extra life points. So very important.
One thing that I would like to mention now that we are talking about raising levels. Sometimes people ask if when leveling up your attacks cause more damage. No, that's not the case. Your health increases and your mana limit increases, but the damage is the same. The damage is related to the strength stat, remember.
Okay. Another type of items here, food. Okay. I want to lose life. Okay, hit me, and then I get this item. I get some life. Okay, these are just for food. But these items, when your life, you have the full bar of your life, you have the complete your life bar. You get points by getting food. So
exactly,
one thing or increase your scoring in the game is being good playing, being a better player, and don't get hurt. If you don't get hurt, you are going to get extra points by getting food. Very, very important. Also, next items, type items, mana items. The mana items are going to recover some of your mana points directly, with no need for parry or wait time or whatever. There are three types of mana items. There are 50 points of mana, 100 points of mana, and full mana. Okay.
If you pick them up when your mana gauge is full, you won't get any extra benefit, so it's wise to save them to use a lot of special moves and ultra combos, ultimate moves, so then you can pick up the item and continue your combo.
I'm going to show it, one of them. Yeah.
There's one here.
This is the brown one, 50 points. The other one, I think it's the one that is like silver, is 100 points of mana. And the other one that is gold is going to get you full mana. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Then the last item,
yeah,
is the extra life.
Yeah, that's it.
You can see that there's a specific item that looks like a small paper mill or paper fan that grants you extra life. They are present in some of the game modes, and they do not appear in any other of the game modes. But when you see them, you will recognize them.
Yeah, you have it in beginner mode and in the Musou modes. The normal, hard, and ultra hard modes have no extra lives with item, in order to be more challenging. Okay, so one thing about the items. You are going to notice that when you break one trash can, for example, the same in different games that you play, you are going to notice that the items are different. You say there are random items in this game, because sometimes I'm going to get food and sometimes I'm not going to get food. Okay, they are semi-random, the items in this game. You are always going to get the same benefit. For saying, it's like if I get a big food, I'm going to always get the big food. If I'm going to get the big points, the item that is going to give me 10,000 points, it's always going to be that kind of item. But there are for each kind of item there are like groups, for example, and that are going to be generated randomly. So in some trash can there's going to be like a chicken. It can be a chicken, it can be a tendon for Captain Commando, whatever, like 5 or 6 random items, but they are going to give you the same health points, okay? And for the money is the same. You are going to get always the same points but different items. So it's semi-random. It's random visually, but it's not random in the gameplay. The game.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can recognize them from by looking at them, and after playing a little bit, you will learn to associate the amount of health or the amount of mana points that comes from them. It's easy.
Okay. Also, in the website in fflns.com, there's a section that is going to show you all of those groups and saying 10,000 points and all the items that is going to get you 10,000 points, whatever. Okay, and the amount of life that you are going to recover, this group is going to give you the 66% of your life or whatever. Okay, so you can see it in the website. So nothing else for the items. We can move to the next section. Okay,
let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Perfect.
Okay, so hey, let's move. Let's go to the next section. As you can see, as you have seen, it is the basic moves. What are the basic moves in the game? For this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the training, okay, and I'm going to show you what's okay. Let's see. I am thinking about the character. Okay, I'm going to do like in the Spanish version of this tutorial. I'm going to go to the same characters because I'm the best to show that. Okay, first I'm going to start with pink caustics, for example. Okay, basic moves. Gordo, what do you think that the basic moves of the game are?
I would tell everyone that basic moves are everything that you can do to move around that does not involve attacking the enemy.
That's it.
Because attacks are different moves.
Okay. First of all,
what can you do? As we can see,
walking.
You can use. Yeah, there you are.
Walking, not wonking. It's not the same.
No.
This is a stupid joke.
It's a family-friendly game.
Not very, but okay. Walking, okay? Moving your stick or your control, whatever, you can move in the screen, okay? More things that you can do. Run. Right now,
exactly.
double tap.
Exactly.
Right, running. When you run, you can go in diagonals, okay? You cannot turn back.
Once you're running, exactly.
You cannot turn back.
You can.
That's it. But you can go in diagonal. Okay. Okay. Even if you run, jump, and continue pressing left, for example, or right, I run, jump, and they keep on running. Okay. It's basic move. Okay. Also, this move.
Exactly. This is dodging. By tapping quickly up or down twice, you can dodge.
Okay.
This makes you immune for a short.
Not really. You have hitbox when you do it.
Oh, you do? So that explains a lot when I play. I still get hit when I do that.
Yeah. Okay. Look, for example, this is why these options, the debug options of collision attack, of collision body, are very important. For example, when I say this character, pink ostrich, is very big, but it's not important. My collision hitbox is in the girl, not in the ostrich. It's only in the girl. You see the blue? You see the blue one? The blue box?
The blue square, yeah.
Yeah, that's when they can hit me. And this is where I can attack the enemy, okay? This is where I can attack the enemy, is the pink one. Look, when I do the dodge, look, the blue box is still active. They can hit me, okay? You can move fast, okay? But it's not get you immune when you do this, okay?
Also, well, people can realize that Brett will never attack you in this training.
No,
never.
Never.
Some people expect it to attack, but it will not do it.
Okay, that's it. There are some characters. Okay, jumping. You have a button for jump in the game. Okay, you are static, jump. Okay, you can go walking, jump, forward jump, okay? You can run. When you are running jump is longer than the normal jump, okay? And normally the animation could be different or not, depending on the character. In this character, for example, somersault, but when you are running, there's no somersault, okay? Okay. Another type of jump, back jump. How do you implement?
Yeah.
No, how do you do?
The backwards jump. Is performed by
Perform.
jumping
That's the word that I was looking for. Perform.
There you are. You perform the backward jump by jumping and immediately tapping backwards, the direction where your character is not looking.
First jump, then back, like in original Final Fight game. I love it when you do that.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it can also be useful. I mean, it's not only for show. It's not only a nice thing to do. It can also be useful to reposition yourself and still be looking in the direction that you want to look to follow a combo.
That's it, because this is not a first Street of Rage. In first Street of Rage, when you jump, you can change your direction in the air. You can look right or look left. Not in this game. If I want to maintain where I am looking, I can do back jump and then I can make a...
There you go.
Yeah, because if I jump like this, I cannot shoot the guy. But if I jump like looking to him, I can shoot. Okay,
yep.
Very important, that kind of jump. I have chosen this character, Pink Ostrich, because I want to show you another type of basic move that you can make only with several characters. I think that is going to be in the move list. Always that you can make special moves. They are going to be in the move list. For example, the double jump. There are several players in the game, like this one, or also Buleta, BB Hood, that can make the double jump. What's the double jump? You can jump, and when you are in there, like in God of War, for example, you can jump again. You can make simple jump, static. You cannot make different type of jumps in each jump. I cannot make jump and then forward jump, but I can make jump, jump. I can make forward jump, forward jump. It's just tapping again, jump when I am in the air. I can make back jump.
It works with backward jumps as well, as you can see.
Back jump.
Not all characters can do it.
Running. No, the back jump is for all the characters. This is just special for some characters.
Not the double jump. Yeah.
The double jump is just for each character. This is running jump double, static jump double, forward jump double, back jump double. Okay, all those kind of jumps. Also, there's another basic move that this is only capable several of the players. For example, I'm going to choose Wii training. Okay, these are the back the wall. I don't know the name.
The wall jump.
Back of the wall jump. Yeah. There are several players that can do it. For example, we can do it, Felicia, Vega, there are Mustafa, Hannah. Normally, the players, the characters that in their own game can do it, okay? So, I can do it because I am overpowered, and so I can do it in the game. My character can do it.
Nestor can do that too.
Yeah. Okay, here, you make a jump. It can be any kind of jump, okay? It can be a back jump. Okay, you are going to tap exactly the jump button when you are touching the wall, and you are going to back off. How do you say it? Back of jump.
It's an off the wall jump.
Off the wall jump. So if you tap, jump when you are close to the screen. It can be the edge of the screen, even if there's no wall. You can do it. You can do it in walls, but also you can do it in trash cans. You can do it in telephones, in telephone cabinets. In every object of the game, you can do off the wall jumps. It's very important because there are many secrets in the game that you can only access by using this kind of jumps, the off the wall jumps.
That's true.
Okay, so very important to you and very useful. There are several players that have it, and other characters doesn't have it. You have to know the game that the character was, and know if in that game you can do it. Also, there's another type of the wall jump that is like grabbing the wall. Okay, these are very few characters that can do it. For example, One of them is Strider, for example, can do it. Strider, where are you? Here, Strider. Oh, I wanted to go to the. It's the same. It's the same because I can show it here. Here, if you go to next to a wall and you press the jump button and you maintain press that button, you are going to hang in the wall. Okay. When you release, you jump. Okay. So here
I remember playing the original game Strider and doing that. That's typical from him.
In the original game, you can move. Here, you cannot move. That will be especially overpowered.
You see how the enemies try to attack you and they cannot reach you?
They cannot reach me.
There you are.
I can. Sometimes you can hit. If you do it fast, if you do it fast, like release, jump, hit, jump, you can jump and get in the wall. But it's quite difficult. It's wonderful. Okay, and there's another. I think there's one basic move left that only several players can do in the game. Okay, I'm going to the training. Okay, here. The last one basic move, it will be the grab an enemy and move around the screen. Okay, you can do it, for example, with Zangief, for example, or Hagar. Normally the big guys, the strong guys can grab an enemy, and once you have grabbed it, you can move it around the screen. Okay, Zangief, Hagar, T-Hawk, I'm not sure. Alex from Street Fighter, I think not, but there are only 4 or 5 enemies, players, that can do this. Okay, you can move the enemy around. You are not immune. When you do this, you are not immune. They can hit you. Okay.
But the enemy will not break this grab, or will they?
Depending on the enemy. If this a boss with can counter attack, but because are some enemies that in the game that can counter attacks, and normal enemies can also do it. Some of them, they are going to get free and then hit you. Okay, but normal enemies, no. Normal enemies, you can grab it for as long as you want, and then make a grab attack. Okay. And there's also another basic move that has that have several of the characters. Okay, no arcade. I want to go to the training. It's better. The training. Okay, it's another. This is only for the predators. Okay, and also Crimson Viper has this kind of jump. It's a special kind of jump. Okay, that is the up jump. It's like the back jump, but you press. You press up. Once you have pressed jump. For the back jump, you press up, jump, and immediately back. Okay? And this kind of back jump is different for the predators, for example. Balrog has this kind of back jump that is faster and not so high. But there's also predators and Crimson Viper that is jump and immediately push up the up button, and then you go with a extra long jump. Okay. Also, when the predators you can push jump and make an off the wall jump, but you can make off the wall press. 1 second. Of the wall press up. Of the wall press up. It's difficult. Of the wall press up, and you make a extra long jump. Every time you hit jump button with the predators, you can make this extra long jump. It's difficult in the screen. Of the wall is more difficult, but it can be done. Okay, so you have more mobility. There are several players that you have this kind of jump, and you have more mobility. Predators and Crimson Viper. So with this, I think that all the basic moves. If I don't, if I forgot about something, please the comments, because I think that these are all the basic moves. Okay, can we move to the next section?
Yeah, I think people will be looking forward to the attacks.
Yeah, okay. So let's go.
Perfect.
Okay, right now we are with the basic attacks. Okay, basic attacks that we have in the game. Okay, basic attacks. Which are the basic attacks? We are going to the training again. I'm going to use for this, in order to go faster, I'm going to choose Hagar. Okay, don't mess with the mayor. Okay, basic attacks. What are the basic attacks in the game?
Well, first you have your what we call the automatic combo or auto combo.
Auto combo. Just pressing attack button near the opponent.
Exactly.
There are there are some players that have longer or shorter. The Hagar has a very short auto combo. Okay. Next.
Then you can also attack by jumping, like the jumping kick, the flying kick that every character has got. And you can perform that with a normal jump, on a neutral jump, or on a running jump, in any kind of jump.
That's it. Okay. You can also make the down jump attack that is made.
Oh yeah.
Jump.
When you jump, when you press down and then you attack, the animation can be a bit different. Generally, all characters have a down attack as well.
Normally, the down attack of the characters will not make the enemy follow. With Hagar is different, because Hagar also makes the enemy follow with the down attack. But for example, if you make a down attack with Cody, you are going to attack the enemy with your knee. You are going to hit the enemy, but the enemy is not going to fall down. Okay,
exactly.
And then you can grab it when you go to the ground or whatever. Okay.
As you saw, no, I just wanted to mention that, as people could see, you can chain the jump attacks, and you can start combos by chaining jump attacks like that. So exactly, some of the jump attacks, either if they knock the enemy down or not, can be chained like that.
Probably making great combos without using any mana.
Exactly, because it's very evident with the auto combo when you are standing, but it's not so evident that you can also do this when you jump. Then you also have a running attack. Without jumping, you can also do a running attack. When you run, if you hit attack, you will exactly. It's also a nice way to start a long combo.
For example, like this. It's important to say that the running attack is not going. It's going to make the enemy fall, but it's not going to elevate the enemy a lot. In order to not get the enemy in there all the time by running, if you get the enemy in there by running, you can hit it twice or 3 times as much. It's quite difficult to hit running attack and running attack again. It's quite difficult. Even if I make an auto combo, running attack. For the third one, the enemy is on the floor. Why? Because that's a very easy way of making a combo. So what we try with the running attack is to make a link, is to link combos with the running attack, but only one running attack, and then make a combo using mana, using a special move. Okay.
Exactly. So it's recommendable if the enemy is falling away from you, so you can close in quickly. But it's not a reliable way to combo many moves, just as Nestor said, to follow up an earlier combo or to close in your distance.
Okay, now for grabbing. Okay, when you grab an enemy, you can make 4 different types of attacks when you have grabbed an enemy. Basic attacks, because there are several players like Hagar. You can make a special move when you have grabbing an enemy, but I'm not talking about that. You can make forward with a forward attack when you grab an enemy. Sería grab forward. Okay. You can make grab back. You get an enemy and you grab it back. You throw it back. And that's a normal thing to do with the most of the players in the game. But for example, Hagar, you can make down throw, and you make this kind of throw. You go backwards and you make the DDT or whatever. And also you can make up. So with Hagar, you can choose any of the 4 directions. Also, all the players, when you are holding, when you are grabbing an enemy, you can press attack. I'm going to make a simple attack, 2 simple attacks, and the third one is going to take more health of the enemy and going to throw it down. Also, when you grab an enemy, if you press jump, what is going to happen is that you make that final attack. Okay? You are static, you press jump, and you are making that final attack, that the third attack of the combo when you are grabbing an enemy, and it's going to throw it to the floor. It's quite easy to combo an enemy when you make this. Okay? They are going to back. When you grab forward or grab back an enemy, normally it's impossible to combo the enemy because you are falling in the ground or a lot of time, and you cannot combo it because it would be too easy to make combos like that. And I think that these are all the basic moves. I think that there's nothing.
Shall we leave the Capcom grab for later, or talk?
No. Yeah, the Capcom grab. Okay, thank you very much. And there's another one. Okay, the Capcom grab. What is the Capcom grab? Thank you very much, Gordo. You can explain it. You can explain it.
Yeah, the Capcom grab, which could also be performed in the original Final Fight, you need to start it by performing an auto combo, and when the last hit of the auto combo gets in, then you press either. Exactly. You press either forward or backwards when the last hit is hitting, so you will perform an auto grab and throw the enemy in the direction that you pressed. And this is very good to group your enemies, or to get out of a difficult situation, or to start a combo. It's very versatile, and it's essential to play this game well, that you master the use of the Capcom grab. If not, it's going to be very difficult for you to progress.
Also, in this game, when you are grabbing, not, but when you are throwing an enemy that you have grabbed, you have immunity. So when you are making a combo and you throw an enemy with a Capcom grab, like pressing forward, pressing down or up your stick, you are going to get that seconds of immunity that are very important to don't get hit. Okay?
Yeah.
So when you are grabbing an enemy, they can hit you. When I grab an enemy, when I hit this enemy right now, they can hit me. But when I throw the enemy, they cannot hit me until I get up. So that and that all for all the characters. So
this is also very important. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's also very important because when you are grabbing an enemy, you cannot parry attacks. So if you see that another enemy is going to attack you, or is going to launch a ranged attack, some enemies have got ranged attacks, you time the grab in order to gain the immunity and avoid that attack. So it's you start learning how to do it the second you start playing. So you need to get used to it.
Okay, and another thing, this is like in Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, the same system, not like in Warriors of Fate. In Warriors of Fate is just the opposite. If you want to throw an enemy to your back, you have to press down. When you are making an auto combo, press down, throw it back. If you are making an auto combo and you press up, you throw it forward. Okay, press up, forward, press down, back. Okay. In an original Final Fight is the same, because you can only throw back. So if you press up or down, you always throw the enemy back. In Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, when you press down, you throw back. When you press up, you throw forward. Okay, though in this game, the system is like in Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. I said in Warriors of Fate because in Warriors of Fate it's quite the opposite. In Warriors of Fate, when you press down, you go with them, you throw the enemy forward. When you press up, you throw the enemy backward. Okay, this is like in this game in Final Fight LNS Ultimate is like in the Cadillacs and Dinosaurs game. And there's another thing in Gordo that I have forgotten.
What do we need?
This is only with 1 second. This is only with several characters of the game. I'm going to do it, for example, with Jin. I think that Jin has this. Yeah, Jin has this. Okay. There's another type of attack in the air that is a basic move. That is the up jump attack. We have said that when you jump and you press attack, you make a normal attack. It's going to get the enemy to fall down, and you add another attack that is with the stick down. You don't get the enemy to fall down, and then you can perform combos with those. But there are several characters you have to try that has up attack in there. You press up and make a different attack in there. For example, Jin makes that double front kick. You see? This one. Muero. That's it. So this can be done. You can make different combos, up down. So these are, and with this I think that these are all the basic moves, so we can also move to the next section. Okay,
yeah,
okay, let's go.
Perfect.
Okay, so right now we are moving to the next section, and now we are going to talk about what we call a special move. Okay, the special moves are like how do you say it? The special moves are not like a special magic or something like that. What we call a special moves, sometimes we change it and we say the magic attacks, we say that are special moves. Okay, the special moves is like the recovery attacks. It's like desperate attacks that has this game. This game has three types of desperation attack or special attacks. Okay, and I'm going to show them. Maybe you can, if you can remember, Gordo, the three types of attacks. I'm going to try to do it in the here. It's quite easy.
Yes, because you need enemies to attack you in order to see this. So you are using a different playing mode. The three types are the typical, the easiest one is what we call two buttons, so to say. When you press attack and jump at the same time, you do a special attack that gives you immunity and knocks everybody down around you. So that's a typical protection that you got, for example, in that was an example.
This is an example.
Exactly. You press attack and jump at the same time, and you can knock everybody down around you and gain a few seconds of immunity.
Yeah, but it drains you some life. Not much.
It drains.
Yeah, it drains you some life, not much. There are some games that drains you a lot of life, and it's like, I don't want to do that move. In this game, you are not going to lose a lot of life.
Exactly.
So it's very important to do it. Two buttons.
Yeah, sometimes you really need to do it, because the situation requires it, and you know that it's not going to drain a lot of life, so you can rely on that. But the second type of
also one thing about about that, in this game, if it's very difficult for you to press buttons exactly at the same time, no problem. You can push button, the attack button, maintain it, push it. Right now I'm doing it, and then push jump. It's quite easy to make two buttons like that. This has the original Final Fight game has this also. You can do it like that, and it's quite easy to do it. Okay, continue.
I didn't know that this was in Final Fight.
Yeah.
It's good to know. You can also perform one of these special attacks when the enemies are hitting you. You will find yourself in situations in which the enemies are hitting you many times, and there's no way out because the enemies can also combo you, as you could see there.
Oh, this is impossible! I'm going to die every time. This is too difficult.
Yeah, the game is very difficult. What were you thinking? Yeah, we got that in the comments and in the forums a number of times. The way for you to get out of that situation is to press up and attack, up in the control pad and your attack button, to perform this recovery. Look, did you see? When you get the hits, and the enemies are comboing you, you press up and attack. That is a free attack. It does not drain any life. It gives you immunity, and it knocks everybody down around you. So it's very, very useful. Some characters perform it in the air, as you can see. Cody performs it in the air, and other characters perform it when they touch the ground. They will not be knocked down, and they will perform the recovery attack instead. Okay, so but that changes depending on which character you select. But all of them can do it, so you will never be at the mercy of the enemy totally.
That's it.
But well, you can see that in order to show this, Nestor had to take a number of attacks.
And I have to wait 10 seconds because I got no credit to continue.
Yeah, well.
The one important thing that you have said is that the players that doesn't have that air recovery or whatever, or a special tag recovery when they are hitting you and they are juggling you, the enemies, when you perform and you fall down and you do it, okay, Cody do it in the air, or the other ones fall down, then do their special attack. It's important to say that when you do that, you are completely immune in the air. So you do it the air recovery, you don't do anything, you fall down, and then you do your special in the floor. But when you are in the air and you have recovery, you are totally immune. That's important to say.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to choose another character in order to show it.
Yeah, to show the third type of recovery attack. There is a third type.
Yeah, I'm going to show it. I'm going to show first, for example, with Punisher. They are going to hit me in the air. I'm going to make the air recovery, but I'm going to. Oh shit!
So
I'm going to go to. I wanna go to the Capcom All Stars because it's easier to show it in the Capcom All Stars. Okay.
Yeah, because the enemy disappear and attack immediately.
Yeah, that's it. They make you fall down very quick. Okay, the enemies for Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, they want to run and kick you in the face and make you fall down. Okay, for example, right now, they are going to hit me. Recovery, there, I am totally immune there, and then I didn't touch anything.
Exactly.
They do it automatically.
Exactly.
The special attack,
the attack
in the floor. That's it.
Exactly. It happens when you reach the floor, but it will happen all the same. I mean, depending on which character you select, the character will perform the move in the air or when touching the ground. But all of them will do it. So no worries there.
Okay. So
the
third type. The third type.
Yeah, the third type of recovery attack can be performed when the enemies knock you down. If the enemies manage to knock you down and you touch the ground when they knock you down, you press up and attack, and your character will perform the recovery when he gets up from the ground. Okay.
That's called the rise attack.
Exactly, we can call it a rise attack. So they knock you down, and then if you do it up and attack, you will still perform.
I have to reach floor. They are going to kill me.
Exactly. If you want to do it that way, you have to.
They have killed me.
To touch the ground first. If you are not fast enough to do it when they are still juggling you, you can do it when you are on the ground. But you can still do it too.
Right now. This is the rise attack. It's not. It looks the same that the air recovery, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's a different option. It's made by the same way, up and then attack. Okay, it's important to say that it's not attack and up at the same time. You have to do quickly up and then attack. Okay, this is for the air recovery and for the rise attack. It's the same, up and then attack. Do it fastly. Once you get it, and you know how to do it, it's quite
when
easy.
When you get used to doing it, is no problem at all.
Okay.
And it's very, as we said, it's very, very useful, and it's basic that you master this.
I would say that
to clear the game.
It's one of the most basic things of this game. This is, in order to play this game, that's the first that you have. No, the combo, the juggling, the ultimates. I want to make no. First of all, learn how to air recover, because it's basic. If you don't air recover, the enemies are going to destroy you.
Yeah, because enemies can hit you a number of times in a rapid succession, as you can see there. So I mean, being attacked by an enemy doesn't clear your hitbox, so they can still hit you when you're flying down.
The same happens with the enemies. I can juggle them. When they're in the air, I can still hit them, so they can do the same with me. But I can make the recovery.
Maybe we can mention that some. Are there any enemies that have a recovery like this when you hit them?
No, the enemies cannot recover when they end there. They have the juggling limit, okay, that we can talk about. No, we can talk about that right now. The juggling limit. Every character of the game, every player, and the enemies have a juggling limit. Okay, it's very big. But for example,
that's the amount of times that you can hit them.
Yeah. Normally, with normal enemies, you are not going to reach that limit. You are going to kill the enemy before you get to that limit. Sometimes not. Sometimes if your character is it's not very strong. Normally, when your character is not very strong and the enemy is like an Andore or something like that, the Hugo that has a lot of life, can be out of juggling. But in normal enemies is not quite normal in the game. But with the bosses, it's very normal. You hit the enemy a lot of times, you get the enemy in the air, you are very good at combo, at juggling, you are very good at the game, and you get the enemy in the air, one magic, another, whatever. But there's a limit, and one time the enemy is going to fall down, it's impossible to hit it, and the game is going to say, no more jugglings. That is going to say to you that don't do that anymore, because the enemy is going to fall down, you cannot hit it, and he's going to recover and attack you. Also, when you make one of these special moves, is very important. Every time that you made the two buttons, the air recovery or the rise attack, if you hit a boss or any normal enemy, that enemy is not going to have hitbox. I mean, when you do a special move, it's very good because it's going to hit you. You are going to hit all the enemies, but you cannot combo that hit. If you get if you make a special attack, you cannot continue the combo. The enemy is going to fall down. It's like a save. It's safe for you, but it's bad for combo. Okay. For example, if you hit with the two buttons a boss, it's always going to say, even if it is the first time you hit it, it's going to say no more jugglings. The game is saying no more jugglings, and you cannot continue combo. And I think that's all for special moves.
I think so.
Okay, let's go to the next point.
Perfect.
Okay, so right now we are going to talk about the parry and it's like blocking in this game and the counter attacks. So, do you want to start with the basics and I start playing and I can say?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we said a moment ago that in order to master the game, you need to use the rise attack and the recovery attack. And the second thing that you need to learn how to use is parrying, because it's also basic in the game. It will save you from many dangerous situations. You have a designated button, which is the parry button, that you will use. There you are. You can see that it's there.
Okay, one thing, in order to get to the menu when you are playing, what you have to do is to, you press start, you go to the page menu and you press F12 in your keyboard, okay? If you press F12, you are going to get to the menu where you can change the things of the game, even when you are playing. That's it. Go ahead.
Yes. There you go. You can use parry. I mean, the parry button can be used in some of the magics, as we call them, but as a standalone button, it performs a parry animation. It's a short animation. As you could see there, Balrog there was parrying an enemy attack, you see. You need to time it very well, because the parry animation lasts for a very short time, and you need to hit it just before being attacked by an enemy. If you do this, you get a number of advantages. Of course, the enemy will not hit you, and also it will recover a little bit of mana. And if your health is in the red, you will recover also a little bit of health. Okay? This is the basics of parrying. Besides, well, you can parry melee attacks, and you can parry range attacks as well. There are very few attacks in the game that cannot be parried. There are some of them that cannot be parried at all. Generally, they are attacks from bosses, so you should dodge them instead of trying to parry them. But almost everything is parryable in this game.
Normally, the special the ultimate, because the bosses also have ultimate attacks. The ultimate attacks of the bosses normally cannot be parried, but some of those can be. So you have to be you have to try it.
You have to learn that the hard way.
Yeah.
As you could see on a number of occasions when Nestor was parrying, there was a kind of flash on the screen and a circle appeared, and you could hear the word perfect. That means it's been
I'm going to try to do it again. It's quite difficult.
Yeah, it is. That is a perfect parry.
Okay, I'm going to try to do it again.
Wow.
Explain it.
Yeah, I will explain. The perfect parry, you get it when you parry in the exact first frame of the enemy attack. You need to time it perfectly, as the name says, no? And then it gives you a little bit more mana and a little bit more points, because when you parry you also earn points, so it's another way to increase your score, parrying enemy attacks. You get more points and you get more mana from a perfect parry, apart from the other benefits of a regular parry. But it's more difficult to time it. Just exactly when you are going to get the attack on the first frame that should impact you from the enemy. If you parry, then that's
it.
There you are. Okay.
It's quite difficult.
And there's one more thing that we should explain about parrying. It's what we call countering. When you parry an attack, if you immediately press the attack button, you will do a counter attack. It's called a counter. That's not a counter. That's another.
No. I'm going to make it. It's because of the time. I want to advance in order to don't get killed.
You destroy the enemies, so they will not kill you, and you get some more enemies.
I'm going to make counter attacks right now.
Exactly. You parry and you press attack immediately. That's a counter attack.
You can also press jump. It's the same.
Oh, you can You can press either attack or jump after parrying to do that. Generally, your character will say something, or there will be any kind of voice.
Normally, what you perform normally is the running attack. For example, for Balrog, when I am running, my running attack is that punch. If I make a parry and I make the counter attack, pressing jump or punch or attack button in this case, I'm going to make automatically the running attack. Yeah, the perfect parry is right there.
Yeah.
And also what I have. Okay, finish, and then the last thing I told you before.
Yeah, because it's important to know that when you parry, if you immediately attack and you do a counter, if you immediately chain that counter with any of your special attacks, or you start a combo immediately after a counter attack, you will be immune for the duration of the combo. Immune means that your character does not have a hitbox, so you can start a combo with a counter attack, start chaining a number of specials, well, not special, but magics or ultimate attacks, and you will be immune. That's very useful if there are many enemies on screen, or your health is low and you cannot afford to take an attack, or if you are battling a boss, or when there are, especially when you play the Musou mode, when there are two bosses on screen, you can benefit from some immunity, because bosses can sometimes attack you from both directions. So there, if you start exactly all that combo that Balrog just did, Balrog was immune there. So it's good to train that and to learn how to do it.
See you later. I'm going on my motorbike. No. That's perfect. And there's one thing left that is important to say with the counter attacks. That regarding to the attack button or jump button when I make a parry in order to counter attack. Also, when you make a counter attack, you can not just simply press attack or jump. You can make a magic attack, wasting mana when you make the parry, and you automatically are going to counter attack with a magic or a special attack.
Yeah.
Okay, for example.
There.
Okay, let's see. right now.
Huh?
I didn't make the running attack. I just parry, and I make a down forward attack, and the attack it was not a running attack. It was a special move.
So yeah, that's
Okay.
quite elaborate.
That's
For players that, well, for good players of the game, you can also start the counter by using a magic attack instead of a regular counter. That can be good for you if you want to do more powerful combos.
Like this. I am countering with a special attack right now.
Exactly, there you go. But you need to time it very, very well.
Yeah. Oh shit! Try to hit me. That's it.
That was one.
That's it. Okay. We have talked about the perfect parry, a normal parry. Have you said that when you make a perfect parry, you get more mana because every time you make a parry, you get 20 points of mana? Yeah. Not with Blanca. With Blanca is different because Blanca gets for normal parries 25 points of mana. But for main characters, most of the characters, you get 20 points of mana when you make a parry. And if you make a perfect parry, you get 5 more points. You get 25. Okay, so like in Blanca is 25 and 30. With normal characters, 20 and 25. Also, when you make a parry, you get extra points. And when you get a perfect parry, you get more points. So in order to get good scoring, it's important to know how to parry better.
Yeah, I also mentioned that when your health is in the red, if you parry, you recover a little bit of health. That's still correct, right?
Yeah, you get you recover life, and when it's yellow again, your life, that is, you have more than the 25% of your life, the parries are not going to give you any more life. Also, it's important to say that to perform a parry, you need mana. You cannot be all the time pressing the parry button and nobody is going to hit me. Why? Because if I make a parry, but I don't really parry anything, I'm going to make the parry animation and I'm going to lose 20 points of mana. When I really parry an attack, I get 20. So really, I get 40 because I get 20. The 20 that I have waste and another 20. But if I do it and I don't parry anything, I lose 20 points of mana. And what happens when I don't have 20 of mana right now? I lose life. When I parry and I don't have mana, I'm going to lose my life. Okay? I'm going to lose a lot of life for parrying if don't having mana. This is because we don't want the people to get in a corner and parry. Nobody hits you. That's bullshit. What you have to do is to time your parry, because if you do parries in order to don't get hit, you are going to lose your life. Okay, and you can die. If I parry and I don't have life, I'm going to die. Okay, this is made in order to people to don't parry all the time. You have to parry when you have to do it. Okay, that's it.
I think that's all.
That's all. Let's go to the next point. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Perfect.
Okay, so now with the good part. Okay, let's go with the not basic attacks, magic attacks. We have talked. Normally, we call this kind of moves special attacks, but in this game we like to call the special attacks for the 2 buttons, a recovery, and rise attack. Magic attack, magias in Spanish, we call it. Special moves when you waste your mana. Okay, and that they are very important because they make a lot of damage to the enemies. Okay, but also, okay, I'm gonna go to the training. Okay, I'm going to, for example, here I'm going to use, I don't know, whatever, Mac. I love this character. Okay, first of all, which are these magic attacks or special attacks that waste your mana? Okay, let's go to the move list. Okay, here is called the special moves. We call it magic special man. It's a special moves that waste your mana. Okay, so for each character you have a list of special magic magic moves. Okay, normally all these attacks, all these special attacks are going to waste 20 points of your mana. Not all of them. There are some projectiles like Hadokens, whatever, that are just going to waste 15 points of your mana. And also there are several moves that are going to be evade moves in order to escape, okay, that normally are performance differently. We are going to show it later, that only waste 10 points of your mana. But normally you have to take in account that waste of mana is going to be related with the force of the attack or the health that you are going to drain to the enemy. If the attack only wastes 10 points of mana, is because it's not going to make a lot of damage in the enemy. Okay, so in the game, the normal way to make these special moves are made like with the Hadouken move. Okay, like down, forward. Okay, also there are the up and the down and up moves, and also there are the back and forward moves. The normal thing is the Hadouken move, down, forward, and down, up moves. In the game, normally in open board, when you make a move down and up, it's very, very strict. It's not very well programmed, and when you make up and down with the stick, if you touch right or left, that doesn't work, and it's very frustrating. In this game, we have also made that it's quite easier to make this kind of moves. Okay, so when you make down and up, even if you fail and make down forward or down back up, the special move is going to be performed. Okay, also one thing very important, in the move list you can see how to make all these special moves, is that every one of these special moves gives you a little bit of immunity. I'm going to explain it. For example, look at this in the move list. The Hadouken down, forward punch or attack in the blue color, running combo for this character. Okay, this is this special move or this magic move. Okay, it's going to give you 3 hits and throw the enemy. Okay. Every time I do this attack or this special move, I get certain kind of immunity. When, for example, I'm going to make the move, right now I am performing that special move and I am moving forward. Right now I'm immune until I hit the first hit. So when I waste mana, it's going to give me some immunity. Why? Because when I'm moving or when I am doing the animation of the attack until I get the first hit of the attack, I'm immune. Okay, so this is wasting your mana. You cannot make all the time this kind of combos if you don't know how to maintain your mana level by doing parries or whatever, but it's going to help you a lot. Also, another thing of this kind of special moves, very important, is that some of these special moves are not blockable. Certain enemies can block your attacks, okay? So normally not the ultimate attacks, but the special attacks, some of them can be blocked and some of them cannot be blocked. Normally one of your special moves is the best of your special moves, okay? It's going to be unblockable. And so the enemy cannot block it. For example, you have to try, you have to prove, you have to try all the characters. For example, in Mac, is this one, up, down, up, and then attack. This attack is not blockable. The enemy cannot block it. This is the training, he cannot block anything. But normally, some enemies can block attacks, like Andore, for example, the bosses can block attacks. But this one cannot block it. So why do this another special attack if this one is the best? It takes more life to the enemy, it cannot be blockable because it wastes more of the juggling points of the enemy. So if you do a lot of this attack, the enemy is going to fall down faster. But if I make this one, it's going to be more time to combo the enemy. So it's like you have to try, and okay, this combo is going to be more damage, this combo is going to, you have to try it, okay? But not all the special moves or magic moves are going to, they are the special moves that take your mana. They are not going to make the same damage to the enemies. They're not going to waste the same juggling points of the enemies. So the training is the best way to try your combos and see which combos, because this training enemy, okay, this how do you say it in English? This
dummy?
Dummy, or I think sparring. This sparring.
Okay.
The sparring is like a normal enemy, has the juggle points of a normal enemy. So here in the training room, you can train your combos, be how you can change the direction of the following of the enemy, and now the juggling is out. So with this combo, using this magic, I can make a combo of 40 points of damage. The another one 350. This is the place that you have trained that kind of things, and here you can play. You have to play with your mana points, with the damage that you want to make, and the juggling that you are wasting of the enemy. And I think that this is all that I wanted to say about the. I don't know if this point I have spoken all by myself. I don't know if you want something to say about this point.
Well, the point that I would like to highlight is that precisely because there's such a huge amount of characters, and each of them has got their special, or magic moves, you can always find a character that suits your style of playing. If you want rapid combos, or you want more damaging combos, or combos that move around the screen a lot, there will always be a character that will suit your style of playing. That's probably because, as we always joke, you always play Akuma, because it's the one I think that suits my play better. So you will always find a character that will suit you.
Yeah, I totally agree. But the game right now, I think that has 90 characters. It could be. No, 90, no, 80
playable characters.
80 playable characters. Okay, so there are stronger stronger characters. It's with the strong characters is quite more difficult to make long combos, because every strike of your character is going to drain a lot of energy of the enemies. And I want to use one character right now, for example, like Vega. Vega is one of my favorite characters of the game. I think that is very funny, very fun to play with him. With this kind of character, I want to show you the move list, and here because I have said that the up down, the Hadouken are the basic ways of make the special moves, but there's also another type of special moves that are special moves that don't waste a lot of mana when you do it. But okay, let's go.
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly. You need to close with what?
Okay, you can make back forward. Okay, normally it's back forward jump button, and you can make this kind of, it's like an evade that you hit the enemy. This wastes only 10 points of your mana. You can see it right in the HUD. This waste doesn't make a lot of damage. Here you can see that it's going to hit 10 points of damage. If I make a Hadouken punch, for example, it's going to take 23 points. It's much more. Okay, but it was and it's very useful in order to make combos like this. You get the enemy in the screen again, just wasting 10 points of energy, and it's very useful in order to make this kind of combos. Like you move the enemy around. It's quite easy because it's not difficult. You have to train it in the training room, and it's quite good. Also, there's another kind of magic attacks that are quite easy to perform, that normally are aerial grabs. or aerial stomps or whatever. Some characters have aerial grabs. You have to press the parry button in the air, and you are going to grab the enemy. You are going to waste just 10 points of your mana, and it's going to give you some immunity in the air when you grab the enemy. For example, with Vega, you grab the enemy and throw it to the rest of the enemies. Normally, you cannot continue this combo, but it's a good way of taking the enemy, throw it far from you, and reschedule what you want to do. Okay, so there are. It's going to be shown always in the move list. For example, Stardust Drop, Close Air, with the green button, that is the parry button. You have to grab the enemy in the air. You have it with Charlie Nash, for example, also with Strider. You have it with Cody, can make grabs in the air. A lot of characters can make grabs in the air.
Yeah, and we didn't mention it before when we talked about grabs, because since this is considered a special magic move.
Yeah, because it wastes mana.
Yep.
So if it wastes your mana, it's a special magic move. So it cannot be considered as a basic move. It's only 10 points, okay? Only 10 points. No, it's not going to make a lot of damage to the enemy, but normally it's like part of the strategic game, kind of playing the game. When you want to throw one enemy to the rest, everyone falls down and you continue the combo or something like that. Sometimes that kind of grabs in the air can change the direction of the enemy when you are making the combo. Like with Punisher, you grab the enemy in the air and you stomp in the ground, and it's going to fall in the other direction. So one enemy that is going out of the screen, you make it go inside of the screen and you continue the combo. So you have to try, go to the combo training room and try the different combos that you can make with all the characters.
Yeah.
Okay, Gordo.
Also let's give more advice on that regarding on a combo section.
Okay. So let's go to the next section.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Okay, and for the next section, we are almost finishing right now. We are going to talk about the ultimate moves. So if you want to tell the people what are the ultimate moves.
Yeah, as you could see when you open your move list, every character has got at least 2 moves that are considered ultimate moves. The name suggests that they are far more deadly than your typical special move. We can have a look at Terry here as a guest. There you go. You see the ultimate moves below, called Power Gazer and Buster Wolf. If you perform those, which generally require 2 iterations of the move, as you can see, that's double Hadouken plus punch or double Hadouken plus jump. That's a move that usually packs a pretty good punch, and it will consume 100 of your mana, so you need to get ready to use it. There you go.
That's it.
Exactly. The good thing about those moves is that you can use them to finish a long combo or to attack enemies which have a lot of health. Of course, they are comboable as well. What's the downside of these moves? Well, the fact is that they will spend a lot of mana, and you will need a way to regain your mana quickly, or you will need to be sure that you are going to finish the enemy by using them, or if not, to be in a position in which you will not be left vulnerable. Because remember that if you don't have any mana, you cannot parry either. So you need to time and you need to choose the moment when to use them. But these are the moves that damage all the enemies the most. They generally either move all the enemies in a group, or put all the enemies in the air, or a combination of the two. So you need to experiment to see the kind of ultimate move that the characters you are using can perform. So
normally, Gordo, all the characters have all the characters have 2 ultimate moves, and it has been made in order to have different uses. For example, different uses. For example, normally one of those ultimates makes more damage to the enemies, but normally has less range, for example.
Uh-huh.
Or you have to the enemies all together in a pile, and then you can make that ultimate move that is going to make them more damage. The other one makes more damage, but it has more range. For example, that's a normal thing to do. For example, Terry Bogard with the Power Geyser makes more damage, but it's close to the Terry Bogard. But with the other one, with the Buster Wolf, you go to the enemies, so it's more range. You make less damage, but it's more powerful. Less powerful, but more range. And you have to,
generally
you have to
the
try.
case.
Another thing, also, it's important that always when you make an ultimate move, you are totally immune in all the animation. And doesn't waste any juggling of the enemies. That's the most important thing. You can make a long combo, and you know, when you play a lot of the game, you know that the boss is going to say no more jugglings, and when you are close to that moment, then you make the ultimate, because even it is 100 hits, doesn't waste any juggling. So it's the way to make a great combo, to finish with an ultimate move. I don't know if there's something more that you want to say about.
Well, no. As you said, generally the characters have got these two types of ultimate moves, but well, that depends on the character. Some characters may be an exception. Some characters have ultimates that are grabs, actually.
Yeah. I can only hit one enemy and maybe a grab with an explosion that can hit the other enemies. But normally the big damage, when an ultimate is a grab, is going to make a lot of damage, but only to one enemy. So you have to time it perfectly to get the ultimate to the boss.
Exactly. Sometimes the enemies get in the way and you grab the guy you didn't want to, so you need to practice a lot.
Yeah. And I have chosen Terry just because the characters from the game Capcom vs SNK have an extra in their ultimates. Is that when you can see the move list, when your life is 25% or less, you have the red color in your life. The ultimate move is going to be stronger. Okay, you are going to make an extra ultimate move. For example, right now I'm going to make the Power Geyser with Terry Bogard, and I have the red color in my life bar, and I'm going to make the triple Power Geyser. Okay, so you can do it with all the Capcom vs SNK characters, and that's very important to know with Mai Shiranui, with Terry Bogard, and with Kyo Kusanagi, and with Robert Garcia. Okay.
It's a feature. That feature is original from that game, so you have kept it here.
Okay, so I think that this is all that we have to say about the ultimate moves. Also, it happens to me all the time. There's one thing that we have left to say in the parry and counter system. I'm going to explain it quite just 1 minute. Okay, every time that you choose one character, for example, I go to Capcom All Stars, one character that is for the game. This is just for the Street Fighter 3 characters. For example, Son. Okay, the parry in the Street Fighter 3 characters is quite different. Okay, it's better. They have because the Street Fighter 3 is the game that has the parry, so these players have better parry. What kind of better parry? It's a faster parry, and it's a parry that is quite easier to counter. Okay, faster parry means that the animation that the character does when it makes a parry takes less time. So you can make, for example, a group of enemies is attacking you, and you can parry several attacks. So if you parry several attacks, you are going to gain more mana. So it's a kind of parry like that. Okay, it makes the characteristical sound of Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 3 when you make a parry. The sound is different, and normally you can parry a combination attack. Right now they are going to kill me because I have. I'm going to level up. I'm going to try to parry 1 and 2. Okay, I have parry 2 attacks. 40 points of mana in 1 second. Parry. It's quite easier to parry with the Street Fighter 3 characters. Okay.
That's a Daigo Umehara moment.
Yeah. Escape parrying all the kicks from Chun-Li.
Yeah, that's mythic.
Okay. Even if the players that the characters that you are using are in Street Fighter 3, in Street Fighter 3, excuse me, you have to remember that the characters in this game that has that characteristic that are for Street Fighter 3 are Son Matsuda, Alex, Dudley, Makoto, Elena, Ibuki, Yang, and Jun. These are the 8 characters that can perform that kind of parry. That animation is shorter and can make several parries in a shorter period of time. Okay.
Yeah, excellent.
That's it. Okay, now to our to our favorite section. Let's go.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Okay, right now we are with the combos and juggling section of the tutorial, and for this section I want you to go with me in the training. Okay?
Sure.
Okay, let's go. Okay, choose a character, whatever you want.
You know who I'm going to choose.
Yeah, I know, and I'm going to choose Punisher because it's one of my favorites. Okay, combos and juggling. We have said a lot of things about the combos and juggling when we were talking about a lot of things, the parry, the magic attacks, a lot of things. But the important thing that has this game with the combos and the juggling system, as we have talked about juggling system, is that the way of making great combos is to using the juggling, and also one characteristic that has this game that is called canceling, and this is very important. Why? Because normally people, when the first time they play, they try to, for example, throw a Hadouken to the enemy, another one, try to don't get bad, just Hadouken and then another Hadouken.
Oh, wait.
Have you seen that every time he makes a Hadouken, he has to make down, forward? So every time he does a Hadouken, he goes down in the screen, and he's not when he wants to make the Hadouken.
Exactly.
So
at one point you stop.
You stop, and you fail when you throw the Hadouken.
Exactly.
That's because in this game you can throw the specials. Throw a special attack or magic attack, that's it. But the important thing of this game, and you want to master the combo system of the game, is to use the canceling system. In this game, every attack can be cancelled with another magic attack. One magic attack can be cancelled in another magic attack. One basic attack can be cancelled in a magic attack, and one magic attack can be cancelled in an ultimate attack. Even the ultimate attacks, some of them, when the ultimate attack, for example, finish with you in the air, it also can be cancelled with another magic attack.
And the other day I learned that Akuma can do it. I remember you told me and I didn't know.
For example, Akuma, when makes the Sachino Hado attack, when he is showing you the back, he can cancel again into another magic. Why that is so important, the canceling system? For two reasons. The first one is that you minimize the time that the enemies can hit you, because you make a special attack and you cancel in another one. Less time that you are exposed, that it can be hit. The other thing is that thing that happens to him, that Hadouken and he goes down, you are going to avoid it, because when you are in the animation, you can make a move in your stick and you are not going to move, and you are going to cancel, and you are not going to move your line. For example, I'm going to make Hadouken. My Hadouken attack is this point, this fist. If I make another one, I go down.
You go down.
Why? Because a magic attack cannot be cancelled in itself. I cannot cancel a Hadouken punch in another Hadouken punch, but I can cancel my Hadouken punch in a down-up attack. For example, Hadouken down-up. I am cancelling my magic attacks in another magic attack. For example, right now, Gordo is doing it. Hadouken, he is cancelling his Hadouken with his special Hadouken. So he's cancelling one attack with the other, and he's not moving. He's in the same line, and that's the way of making great combos. And when you master the timing of doing that perfectly and using the juggling of the enemy, you are going to perform great combos. And you have to know the most important thing is that this game you are going to face a lot of enemies at the same time. So we have not been very strict in the timing of the cancelling. You can cancel one magic attack in every frame of the magic attack in another magic attack. There's an exception if that magic attack involves a jump. You make a Shoryuken, you are in the air. You cannot make, for example, I don't know, with Cody, for example, I can throw a knife, but I have a move that is a Shoryuken. I cannot throw a knife in the air. For Akuma, it's a great player. Why? Because you can make a Shoryuken and cancel that Shoryuken in the air with a Tatsumaki or with a Zanku Hadouken. I think that's the name. So, for example, with my character, with Punisher, I have no magic that is going to elevate me, so I can cancel everything. For example, I like to make Hadouken punch, up down, Hadouken jump. And that's very important. For example, you can make with Akuma Shoryuken Tatsumaki, you can make it faster in the first frame of the jump, and then you are going to make that combo. And that's the because you are not going to make a Shoryuken, fall down, and then continue the combo. You can make several canceling moves in the game. For example, with Ken or with Ryu, with Ryu, because it's English, but the name is Ryu, it's not Ryu. With Ryu, you can make exactly the same. You can make the Shoryuken and then cancel in a Tatsumaki, or cancel whatever you want. For Ken, is the same. You can make a Shoryuken in the first frame that you are in the air, cancel with a Tatsumaki. Even that Tatsumaki, when you finish all the hits, you can cancel that Tatsumaki in the air with a Hadouken, aerial Hadouken. Do it.
Oh yeah, you can.
Shoryuken, Tatsumaki, aerial Hadouken. That's it. That's it. What's the matter? When you cancel, you can cancel in any frame you want. When you cancel too soon or too fast, you are going to lose your hits because the Tatsumaki gives 8 hits. You have to master to make the Shoryuken, cancel in the first frame that you are in the air, make the Tatsumaki all the hits, and when you are going to touch the ground, then make the Hadouken and elevate the enemy. So the game is very permissive. You can cancel in every frame that you want, but if you master the game, you can make more damage with less mana usage. Tatsumaki, and then make all the hits, and then make the Hadouken in the air with Akuma. So that's the clue. That's the main clue of this game. To master the combo, and the combo is to master the canceling system. I think that is the thing that makes this game combos the most great he is. Okay.
And that's only when you play alone, because when you play with friends, you also need to learn how to keep the combos of your friends.
For example, right now, Gordo is going to perform his ultimate move, his Saichu no Hado. I'm going to throw the grenade, and then you get the combo.
And I grab the guy, and we destroy him.
Okay, so this is when you play multiplayer. This game is prepared in order to make great combos in multiplayer game, but not hitting the guy at the same time. play this game like, okay, go with me. Let's hit this guy at the same time. Let's go. Hit it. Like this. This that normally plays in all the veterans like, I wanted to kill it. This game has not to be played like that. Why? Because if I want to perform a combo, go hit him. Right now, hit him. No. When I am doing the special move,
Okay.
hit him. Look,
I will break your combo.
the last hit of my ultimate move has been lost. Why? Because we are not playing well the game. Because when I made an ultimate, I'm not wasting any juggling of the enemy. So he has to wait until my last hit has been made and has hit the enemy, and then he perform his combo. So this game, when you play a standalone game, when you play by yourself, it's great. But when you play multiplayer games and you play with using your intelligence, it's great. It's great because you make incredible combos. So in multiplayer games is quite difficult to manage, and it's quite how you say it? It's satisfying when you
quite rewarding.
Yeah. When you play a game and you get combos playing 2 or 3 or 4 players at the same time. So this is the important things about the combo and juggling system. This combo for you. For example, now I grab it, and then you continue the combo. He's going out of the screen. Let me. For you again. you have it. And then my special move. Wait. And then your special move. Incredible. Another one. He has cancelled his Saichu no Hado in the last frame with another one. Right now, no, because he has no mana.
You could see I couldn't continue because I had exhausted all my mana.
Yeah, that's it. So, this is the... for now, you have all the information. For now, the sky is the limit. You can do whatever you want in order to get great combos when you are playing by yourself or when you are playing with friends. But always respect the person that is making the combo. Don't try to hit the enemy, because no, if we hit it at the same time, we are going to hit it more or get more damage. No, that normally happens in normal open boards. Because when you hit various same persons hit the same enemy at the same time, it makes what it's called chorri combo in open board. We have changed the code. Now, when you are hit an enemy 2 at the same time, it's not going to get more damage to the enemy. And normally, you are going to lose the combo, because the combos are very technical. And you have to know when you have to cancel, when you have to hit the enemy, and when 2 persons are doing it at the same time, it's impossible. So, in order to have fun, you have to respect the combos of the other person, and you're going to enjoy this game in the multiplayer game. It's much better. Okay, so there's one thing remaining.
One more,
One more, and we have finished. Okay, so let's go with the last section of this tutorial. 1 second, and we'll be back.
Perfect.
Okay, so right now, for finishing, secrets. What's this game has secrets?
Yeah, lots.
Lots of. Which kind of secrets do you remember of this game? One of the secrets we have talking about. We have talking about them a lot.
Yeah, we talked about, for example, as you know, all the secret characters that everybody more or less knows now, that there are plenty of them to be unlocked. But that's not the only secret. There are many more.
Okay, for example, the secret paths, because the game has multiple screens that you can choose. For example, in the extra stage, or when you play Capcom. Now, in the extra stage, when you play arcade, you have different paths. I can play Captain Commando, or I can play Punisher stage. But even then, when you are inside those extra stages, and even in the Final Fight first stage of the game, when you play arcade game, they are secret paths that you can unlock. And the secret paths, normally, how are they unlocked? Gordo, do you know it?
Yeah, I know that you will find some arcade machines in several locations of the game, and if you destroy the exact machines,
That's
the
it.
ones that you
And no
destroy,
more.
you will...
The exact machine
No,
of the
exactly.
group and no more.
Exactly. If you find a number of arcade machines, there will be one that you need to destroy and not touch the others. That can be a bit challenging because sometimes there are enemies, or even your friends if you are playing with other people, that will destroy these machines by accident. So you need to be careful.
For example, I'm going to. Meanwhile, we are talking about this. I'm going to.
Yeah. Shall we?
Yeah. Hey, let's go.
Good.
You don't stand a chance. Secrets, okay? The hidden characters, not the unlockable by finishing the game.
Yeah.
You,
Exactly.
No,
If
don't
you're
enter, don't enter. But
No.
we have, you can see
Sure.
it. There are secrets like that you can unlock. Okay. Right now, let's finish this quickly. Ultra combo. Okay. The next group is for you.
Anything else?
But don't break this. Don't break the arcade machines.
No, I think I didn't damage them. I hope.
I hope. Woohoo! Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. I have no mana left. I want to hit this. I want to show the arcade machines. In every stage of the Capcom All Stars, or when you play arcade game and you go to the extra stage, in every extra stage of this Capcom All Stars or whatever, you are going to take the gold. You are going to find always a group of free arcade cabinets. Right now, Cadillacs and Dinosaurs stage, Cadillac and Dinosaurs cabinets. You have to break one of them, always only one of them, in order to get to the secret path. The secret path is going to get you to another stage. It's an alternative stage of the game, and you are going to face one final boss that normally is a harder boss, gets you more points when you finish when you kill the boss, and it's going to allow you the secret ending of the game when you get to all the secret paths that has the game. If you finish the Capcom All Star or the arcade game going by all the secret paths that has the game, you are going to unlock the special ending and a special final boss of the game that has been shown in plenty of videos in YouTube. And for example, right now you know which is the difference. Normally is you watch the cabinets, which one of them is different from the other. That's the one that you have to break, okay, in order to activate the secret path. Okay, and secret paths in the arcade mode. There's a very good secret path to take you to a secret room. In these extra stages, in this Cadillacs and Dinosaurs stage, Captain Commando, there's the group of cabinets that you have to break one of them, whatever. You can see it, it's clear which one you have to break. And also, there are hidden in the game, like, how do you say it, joke secrets or fun secrets, so I don't know how to say it. It's just
well, there are just some jokes that we have inserted. Jokes, you could call them. Yeah,
like jokes or Easter eggs that has the game.
Exactly.
You can so there are some of these jokes that are internal jokes, or are for people that are from Spain, and you see it. If you are from, I don't know, from the United States, and you are seeing this right now, and you play the game and see which is this guy that appears
exactly.
Here.
Yeah, those
some
Easter
of them
include famous people or
famous bullfighter, famous president, ex-president of Spain.
This kind of thing.
So these kind of secrets are like jokes, Easter eggs, or whatever. They are funny or whatever, and that's it. But there are the important secret paths, and also in the game there's the most important secret path is when you play the arcade mode okay, and when you play the arcade mode, several times, or the first time that you play, if you don't know how to get a high scoring, the final boss of the game is going to be Bison. Bison or Vega if you are Japanese. It's going to be the final boss of the game, and you are going to say, that's it, and where are the stage? Where's the Cadillacs and Dinosaur stage when I play arcade game? Okay, in order to face Akuma and not Bison, and then kill Akuma and get to the extra stage, you have to make 45,000 points. That's it?
4,500,000.
That's it. When you are playing standalone, when you are playing by yourself, you have to make 4,500,000 points. And if there are 2 players playing or 3 players playing, for each player that is
each player above 1, it's
that's
115,000 points extra.
That's it. And that's are in normal, beginner, and hard, and ultra hard. In Musou mode or hard Musou mode are 68,005. How do you say?
685,000.
That's it. 685,000, and for each extra player, 35,000. That's it's quite difficult for me. My English is not very good, but the numbers in English for me are very, very difficult. So let's go by here.
That's the way to unlock the Akuma fight and see the rest of the extra stages.
That's it. And I think that's all. That's all the secret that I don't know if
well,
let's see, Gordo.
Well,
it's everything.
I think that's all, because we talked about the Akuma fight, the arcade cabinets, the Easter eggs or the jokes involved, the extra characters that you unlock after finishing the game. I think that should be it.
Okay. So
yeah,
we're finished. More than has been. Okay, let me see. 1 second. 1 second. I cannot move my mouse right now.
Oh.
Okay, right now, yes. Okay, 1/3, more than 2 hours and a half.
Oh, well, that probably took a bit longer since we are speaking in English. If it's not our native language, it maybe take a bit longer, but the important thing is that it's useful for people.
Yeah. For us, the job is done. The work has finished. We have explained everything that we have put into this game. All the LNS team that we have made this game are very proud of it. I think that it's very fun to play. That you can play it for hours and hours, and there are a lot of characters, a lot of paths that you can follow. All the characters can be the game can be finished with all the characters, and each one of the characters has a lot of love, patience, and work in order to do it, in order to make them feel the LNS feeling when you are playing. That is that you are really powerful when you are playing. You can combo whatever you want. The game is really challenging. In order to finish it in normal, hard, ultra hard Musou mode, the game is really challenging. It's going to take you a lot of time. You can always play in beginner if you only want to have fun and you don't want to get better playing it. And I don't know, I hope that people that are watching this tutorial, because they don't want to know nothing about the game because all the information was in Spanish. There are some people like you that has made a previous tutorial in English for the 3.0 version, before the ultimate version. Also, there's a YouTube user that is called Mike Perry that used to talk about the game in English, but there was not a complete tutorial. That there was one in Spanish. So I don't know. I hope that a lot of people that only knows English or the Spanish is quite difficult for them now can really enjoy the game. I hope so.
I hope so too, because it's really a great game. It deserves a try. If you play it with your friends, you will have fun, you will enjoy. It can be challenging. It's got lots of content. So everyone who loves beat 'em ups should really at least give it a try, in my opinion.
Okay, so thank you very much, Gordo, for your help.
Thank you for having me here.
No, thank you, because you know that for me English, I used to work in English. I talk in English every day at work, but it's not the same working in English that have to make a tutorial. Even if it's the game that you have made with your team, it's quite difficult to explain everything in English. You always get stuck, you know what to say in that moment, or the one word or whatever, and you have been really helpful doing this tutorial.
It's my pleasure.
Okay. And to all the people who are watching us, who has watched the tutorial, I hope that you really enjoy the game. I hope that you have a great time playing it, that you enjoy and you really get the LNS feeling when you are playing it. And for the rest of the people, if someone that is a Spanish follower of this channel, con 5 duros, and is watching this just for fun, just for listen to me and Gordo talking in English, les voy a decir que son unos cabrones por haber aguantado hasta aquí. And that was in Spanish for the Spanish audience.
Y que si han llegado hasta aquí, que pongan en los comentarios, me pica el ojete.
That's it. And for the English people, or the English talking people that is watching this, really, I hope you enjoy the game. Okay, tell me in the comments if you are enjoying the game. If you have another question, whatever, I will try to answer to the question in English. Gordo also will give a hand doing that. And that's it. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the game and bye. Anything that you want to say before the bye, Gordo?
Well, just thanking you again and all the LNS team for this great game and for allowing me to take part in this tutorial. And thanks to all the players too for their feedback, interest and support.
Okay, well, nothing more to say. Bye, thank you very much, and see you in the next English tutorial. It's going to take a long time to be in the channel again, but thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.